Here we go!
What's going on, Cowboy Nation and Angry Cowboy fans around the world? Y'all know who it is. It's your man with the master plan, the Angry Cowboys fan, and you are tuning in to the Angry Cowboys Fan Podcast, the place to find my raw and uncut in podcast form. First and foremost, Angry Cowboys fans, I got to thank each and every one of you who were available for joining me for my live last night. It was great. It was super dope being able to discuss our Dallas Cowboys with my Cowboys family and actually build on the topics that we're discussing. Thank you for sacrificing your time and spending it with your, almost said it, spending it with your dude, the Angry Cowboys fan. Also, for those who are in the live and they want to update on my grandson, he's been discharged from the Boston Children's Hospital and he's on his way home. He was a trooper. I'll tell you, he has been a trooper through this whole thing. He had to actually take a helicopter ride by himself because they wouldn't allow anybody to ride with him. His parents, they rushed down there to be by his side and they were with him. They spent the night just for testing and observation purposes, and he was discharged today at around 2 p.m. So thank you all. I want to thank you all for your well wishes. And when it comes to my grandson or when it comes to my brother, and I told my grandson that you guys said get well soon. He had the biggest smile on his face. He brags. You know, he brags to his friends at school that his pops is a YouTuber, you know, and he actually wants to be one as well. So thank you, Angry Cowboys fan family. Your prayers for my family have been a blessing. Keeping it 100, and that is real talk. But in this episode, I want to start it off by talking about our QB3. In Trey Lance, we're going to be talking about CD Lamb and if his holdout is doing more harm than good for himself. I'm going to be giving my raw and uncut when it comes to Jerry Jones's all-in statement and why we haven't seen it come to fruition. And I'm going to be answering some of the comments from the different videos that I've released this past month. All that and more on the Angry Cowboys Fan Podcast. So strap up and get ready for this raw and uncut. No diddy. Get ready for the Angry Cowboys fans raw and uncut.
I'm keeping it real. They keep it real. That's real.
All right, let's go ahead and get this thing started, Cowboys Nation, because I got to get this off my chest. I've said this before and I will say it again. Reason why I am pro Dak is because I'm pro putting this team in the best scenario to win. I want this team to make it to heights that we have not seen since 1995. That means I want the best players on the field at all times to make this happen. I went back and forth with one of my brothers from the Angry Cowboys fan family about Trey Lance this morning. He advised me to go check out a few games to see that Trey actually has potential. One of those games being the 2021 Week 4 matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. So I went and watched the highlights. Other than Trey Lance's ability to escape the pocket by using his legs, of course, nothing jumped off the screen to me, Cowboys Nation. My brother mentioned his arm strength, which I did see in those highlights. I did see his arm strength. With that arm strength, though, came some inaccurate passes. I thought to myself on a few of those pass plays that if he would have hit his target in stride, it might have been a house call. Anyway, I said this in a video previously, but I hate the fact that Trey Lance has to go through this situation because it's causing a lot of us content creators and analysts to critique him without having much to critique him on. It makes us sound like Trey Lance haters, to be honest, and that is far from the case. Those who want to get rid of Dak Prescott say that Trey Lance is a great player to take over the QB1 position for the Dallas Cowboys. Others are wondering what those people are smoking because the sample size that we got from Trey Lance is just not enough to promote him to such a level. Even in 2025, when both Dak Prescott and Trey Lance become free agents, there is too much of a question mark when it comes to Trey taking all the responsibilities of being this team's leader. There's a lot of baggage being the quarterback to America's team, and I'm not sure if Trey Lance has what it takes to take that on. I could be wrong, though. That has been known to happen, Cowboys Nation. But I've honestly been watching Trey Lance tapes throughout the entire day, and nothing has jumped off the screen to me. The things that do pop off the screen is his ability to run the ball and his arm strength. The thing is, what good is arm strength when field vision is an issue? What good is arm strength when you have a distribution issue? The film that I watched had Trey Lance staring down the receiver whom he wanted to throw the ball to. Numerous content creators who break down film can give you a better breakdown when it comes to this than I can, and I'll leave the link to those breakdowns in the description because they are super dope and intuitive breakdowns. All right, y'all? But to keep it a buck with y'all, every gripe that I've heard about Dak Prescott is a reality when it comes to Trey Lance. Sort of like projection, if you know what I mean. He can't read defenses. He doesn't go through his progressions. He's inaccurate. Those who back the Trey Lance switch do a lot of projection when talking about Dak Prescott. Have you noticed that? Even after watching his highlights, I couldn't say that the Dallas Cowboys would be in good hands if they were to move on from Dak Prescott or Trey Lance. According to a Good Morning Football segment, Geno Smith had more snaps during the 2022 season than Trey Lance has had his entire career, high school included. High school, Cowboys Nation. Came into the league as a project quarterback, and this is who y'all want to lead this team? Come on now. All I have to say, and I'll end it with this, Trey would be a great backup quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys or for any other team. Trey would be a nice backup to what your team already has. As far as putting the team on his back and taking us to a conference championship, I honestly don't think that's in the cards for him if you want my honest opinion, Cowboys Nation. So let's see if he can beat out Cooper Rush for that backup job, then go from there. Like I said in my live last night, he still has to get the QB2 position before he can even think about coming for Dak Prescott's QB1 job. So extend Dak Prescott for 4 to 5 more years and try to get Trey Lance at around the same price that you got Cooper Rush and continue to develop him for when Dak Prescott actually leaves or retires. And I'm hoping that it's retire. No offense, Trey Lance, but I want to win now. And for those who really know the game of football, our best chance is with the quarterback we currently have in Dak Prescott. All right, Angry Cowboys fans. Moving right along to the next topic that I got for y'all. Could holding out do CeeDee Lamb more harm than good? Everyone knows that CeeDee Lamb is currently holding out in order to get his bag from the Jones family. In the past, holding out worked for well-known players such as Emmitt Smith, Zach Martin, Zeke Elliott, just to name a few. What happens when you have a stable of wide receivers and a few start to shine during training camp and preseason when you're not there? That's the problem when holding out, Cowboys Nation. You honestly give the other wide receivers a chance to shoot at your top spot. You give those receivers who would normally have reps with the starters those much needed reps to turn heads. The 2 wide receivers who are currently standing out during minicamps are Jalen Tolbert and Jalen Brooks. The Dallas Cowboys are hoping to get their draft pick from this year, Ryan Flournoy, to start making waves in the wide receiver room. This could work against what CeeDee Lamb's goal is, and that's to get paid top money from the Dallas Cowboys. Another thing that we got to take into consideration is the fact that Jerry and Stephen Jones have no problem with trading wide receivers in order to gain draft capital or if they think that the wide receiver is going to be too much of a problem. Jerry had no problem letting go of Dez Bryant. They had no problem with letting go of Amari Cooper. What makes people think that they wouldn't have a problem with letting CeeDee Lamb go and suffer that same fate? Would CeeDee Lamb have a hard time finding work? Hell no, he wouldn't. But how many teams would be willing to break the bank and pay CeeDee Lamb $35 to $40 million when it seems as if wide receivers are growing on trees coming out of the draft? This is honestly the reason why I was pushing for the Dallas Cowboys to draft a top wide receiver just in case something like this were to happen. My advice to CeeDee Lamb? Get your bag, young brother. But watch how you go about getting it. This could show Jerry and Stephen Jones that you will be a diva when it comes to your attitude and getting your way. They could start to look at what they would be able to get in trade value. But I want to see CeeDee Lamb get his money and continue to dominate as a Dallas Cowboy. I want to see this team get their top players signed so we can focus on what the team looks like going into the regular season. Let's make something happen, Jerry and Stephen Jones, quickly before you start to lose key pieces. So what do y'all think, Angry Cowboys fans? What do y'all think about CeeDee Lamb holding out until he gets his money? Do you think that he could lose his job with the Dallas Cowboys if he continues the route that he's on? Let's have that conversation in the comment section. In the next topic that I got for you, Angry Cowboys fans, what I feel happened to Jerry Jones' statement of being all in for the 2024 season. As we all know, Jerry Jones ended last year crying and saying that the Dallas Cowboys were going to go all in for the 2024 season. Then, when the media and the fans continued to push back on that narrative and the lackluster offseason that we've had, Jerry Jones started to walk his statement back. He changed it into being all in on the current roster, but has yet to sign any of the top players, Cowboys Nation. Now it's being all in on the young guys on the team. I feel something happened between the time he made that statement to today. I feel Stephen Jones stepped in and put the kibosh on that all-in statement. I feel Jerry Jones wanted to push all the chips into the middle of the table and go all in until Stephen Jones brought him back down to earth. There's been times where Stephen Jones has stopped his father from making decisions when it comes to talent on this team. He even put his hands on his own father, just trying to stop him from making that all-in move and trying to stop him from attaining players. So I can see Stephen Jones being the fiscally responsible one and stopping all the all-in talk. The thing is, we will not win a Super Bowl with the conservative mindset that Stephen Jones brings. While other teams are putting their team in position to win, Dallas Cowboys front office continues to put the Cowboys behind the 8 ball. Having to do more with less is not a way to win championships, Cowboys Nation. Putting all the pressure on your quarterback is not a way to win championships, Cowboys Nation. And Cowboys Nation wonders why it's been 29 years since we've won a championship. It's not all the players on the team. It's not on all the coaches. They only can work with what they're given, Cowboys Nation. At the end of the day, Dak Prescott does not determine who makes this team. Dak Prescott doesn't determine who we draft or who we trade for. That's the front office, and that's why I put so much blame on Jerry and Stephen Jones's shoulders. So, as far as the all-in thing, Cowboys Nation will never see this team go all in. Stephen Jones being the next one in line to own this team after Jerry can't do it anymore. Get ready for more conservative deals. Get ready for the buy one, get one free mentality to continue in Dallas, and get ready for the Cowboys to have to win despite the ownership. All right, Angry Cowboys fans. This is the point of the podcast where I dive into the mailbag and see what y'all have to say. You can have your comments featured in this portion of the podcast. All you have to do is leave a comment in the comment section on any of the videos or my different social media platforms. I will randomly be selecting the comments and giving my raw and uncut on each one of them. So make sure you're following me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X to get your comment on the show. The first comment comes from my brother Cowboys by Nature. His comment says, no one ever talks about the first Eagles game that Dak Prescott rushed for that touchdown. Quarterback sneak. He clearly was in for a touchdown, and they said it wasn't a TD. We would have beat the Eagles in the first game, swept those chumps. I knew we were going to beat them chumps at our house. Cowboys by Nature, I truly appreciate you giving me your raw and uncut in the comment section. Thank you for being DC for life, and thank you for being the ACF family member. But the game that I think that you're talking about, that's the one that we went to Philadelphia and we ended up losing. We lost, it wasn't a shellacking, but, we lost. And I believe the play that you're talking about, we got the touchdown, but we were going for a 2-point conversion. Dak scrambled out to the right, and because he wore a size too big, he stepped out of bounds. They actually did a replay of this play, and it showed that he stepped out of bounds. So that field sense, that field awareness, Dak Prescott needs to hone in on more so that whenever we're down to that situation again, he won't step out of bounds. And also in that game, there was a lot of things that happened. There was a lot of receivers that were cutting their route short. If you remember, Luke Schoonmaker did an out route on the goal line. If he would have been 3 to 4 inches to the right, it would have been a touchdown. But considering that he cut his route off right before the goal line, the defender was right on his back as he was catching the ball, and it ended up being a turnover on downs. We need to fix that going into the 2024 season. But Cowboys by Nature, truly appreciate the comment. The next comment comes from Tony G3644. The comment says, it's your boy, does have a better ring to it, brother. You said the same thing. I wish I could scream at some of these delusional fans we have. I'm positive the majority who hate on Dak are those who didn't even see the Cowboys win the Super Bowl, but love to ride that Cowboys train. They just hear how Aikman won in his second or third year. There are times when I do get pessimistic, but you bring me back down to earth. Tony G, I truly appreciate your comment. Truly appreciate you rocking with the channel and being DC for life. And honestly, I feel that's my job. Being a Cowboys content creator, being a positive Cowboys content creator, being an objective Cowboys content creator, I feel that I should spread my objectivity to the masses, to the ones that rock with this channel. Whenever you have your head hanging down low and think that the Cowboys can't do better, I am here to let you know that we got a chance. Don't turn out all the lights. When it seems the dullest, when it seems the darkest, find that light. And that's exactly what I do with the Dallas Cowboys. Temper your expectation, Cowboys Nation, but always have hope. Always have faith. Never look down on your team no matter what happens. That's what I'm here to say, and that's the message that I am here to give you guys. So, that being said, guys, I am an objective Dallas Cowboys fan, and I feel that my objectivity and my positivity will allow other people to be positive. Thank you for your comment, Tony G. Truly appreciate it. On to the next comment that I got for y'all. This one comes from user PK8UF3ER7V. The comment says, Angry, what position did you play? You must have been pretty good. I remember you saying you played semi-professional football at one point. Yes, user, I did. I played semi-professional football for 2 years. It was 2016 and 2017. I was the second string tight end. Being my age, I'm not trying to be the first string tight end. Nah, I was the second string tight end, but I was also a Swiss Army knife. What that meant, I wore 45 so the coach could use me wherever he needed to use me. He used me at defensive end. He used me at defensive tackle. He used me at kick return. He used me at kickoff, as well as being a tight end. So I got a lot of play time and I got a lot of hit time. I love to hit people. Back when I was younger, I didn't like to be hit so much. Now, I can't wait for the Oklahoma drill, for real. But user, I truly appreciate you rocking with the channel, and I truly appreciate you being DC for life. And the last comment that I got for y'all is from my sister from a different mister, Burl Chill 333. The comment reads, "They talk smack about our boys day after day. It's great to have Angry Cowboys Fan and Dak Attack to balance the scales. You do a great job. Screw the naysayers. I never watch mainstream media sports shows, but I am glad you keep me informed during the off season. Your rants are legendary. Don't stop. DC for life." Earl, one of my day ones. I truly appreciate you rocking with the channel, and I truly appreciate the love you have for the Dallas Cowboys. But I feel it's my duty. It's my job to give that raw and uncut. When I watch the 4 and 3 letter networks, I see all the disinformation. I see all the fake news. I see all the hatred that they have for the Dallas Cowboys, and that needs to be counterbalanced by some objectivity, by some good, classy Cowboys content. You feel what I'm saying? So it's my duty to bring that to you guys, and I am truly grateful that you guys take the time out of your day to consume what I bring you. You know what I'm saying? And as well as the Dak Attack. I can't speak for the Dak Attack, but I am more than positive that he appreciates every single one of y'all who tunes into his channel and supports the Cowboys content creators. Thank you guys for everything that you do. Burl, thank you for everything that you do. Can't wait till the regular season, because I know when the regular season starts, you are going to be in every single one of my lives. Can't wait for it. Thank you for your comment. Most importantly, thank you for being DC for life. All right, Cowboys Nation, this is the end. I want to thank each and every one of y'all tuning in to the Angry Cowboys Fan Podcast. Thank you for your comments, for your likes, and for your subscriptions to what we do here. It's an honor and a privilege to bring you my raw and uncut when it comes to our Dallas Cowboys. I thank you for your time, and I thank you for your kind words. Without each and every one of y'all, this wouldn't be possible. If you found this podcast informative and entertaining, don't hesitate in dropping a like on the video and sharing this content with your friends who are Cowboys fans. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do me a favor. Hit that big red subscribe button. The channel is on its way to 10,000 subscribers. We're trying to make that mark before the start of the regular season, so you could help us do that by just subscribing to the channel. It's absolutely free to do, and you will enjoy yourself here when you do it. Also, if you would like to join the Angry Cowboys Fan Channel membership, all you have to do is hit that join button, and for $2 a month, you can take part in exclusive content that you will not find anywhere else. I'm currently editing the members only podcast that features my brother Rick. So if that interests you, hit that join button and let's get it going. I'm going to be having more of the janitor press conferences on there as well. I know you guys like that. So make sure you join the channel members so you can watch everything that goes down. But this is your man with the master plan, the Angry Cowboys Fan, and I'm out. Dang, Angry Cowboys fan, you done made it through the entire video. But if you want more content, you can definitely go to this video right here. Or if you want the latest episode of the Angry Cowboys Fan Podcast, you can go right here. But whatever you do, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, but remain DC for life.